Hello students, welcome to this rather short segment on Twelfth Night. We were dealing with some lines related to Olivia, and in this particular segment we are going to finish that up, and the next video segment would be on Feste. Now the extract left from the previous segment was the one occurring in Act 5, Scene 1. We had done 3 extracts which bring out different aspects of the character of Olivia. And the 4th extract we were due to do but couldn't do because of lack of time was the one from Act 5, Scene 1. This is Act 5, Scene 1, page 285, line 285, or make it a little earlier. Let's take it a little earlier, line 280 maybe, when Viola is telling Olivia that the captain 278, the captain that did bring me first on shore, we all remember the captain, hath my maid's garments. I had given him the garments that I had when I was not impersonating as a man, my original garments. He upon some action is now in durance at Malvolio suit, a gentleman and follower of my lady's. He has been imprisoned by Malvolio. That's the idea. Malvolio has, for some reason or the other, imprisoned the captain, who appeared to be very good to Viola and was indeed quite good. Now let's come to Olivia's speech. He shall enlarge him. Enlarge him, obviously, is an archaic word. It means set him free. He shall enlarge him, fetch Malvolio hither, and yet, alas, now I remember me, they say, poor gentleman, he is much distracted. Bring Malvolio over here. But now I remember that people tell me, have already informed me that he has turned mad, or he is mentally distracted. He is in some mental trouble. Quite ironic over here, because obviously Olivia calls Malvolio distract while she has been acting like an slightly eccentric person almost throughout the play. But see, in the following lines we once again get get to know a very redeeming characteristic of Olivia's character. She is faulty at times, and her faults make up the comedy of Twelfth Night in a major way. But she is also conscious of her faults. Unlike Malvolio, she is not oblivious of it, or she does not completely move by the flow. She knows she has some power of self-criticism. Let's come to this part. Enter clown with a letter and Fabian. This relates with something later. But what does Olivia say? A most exacting frenzy of mine own, from my remembrance clearly vanished his. How does he say that? A most exacting frenzy of my own. Now exacting, it's not exacting, sorry, it's extracting. Now extracting here means something that completely drew me to it, something that completely absorbed me to it. So the exact word would be absorbing, exact synonym would be absorbing. A most absorbing frenzy, madness of mine own. she calls Malvolio mad, though, you see, Malvolio is incarcerated as a lunatic, as you know. He is not really mad. She calls, of course, she has been informed that Malvolio has turned mad, so it's not her fault. She calls Malvolio mad, but at the same time, she is conscious about the fact that in her case as well, the frenzy, the extreme passion of love, that the mastering passion of love that she was going through was also a most extracting one, something that takes you away and gets you deeply absorbed into something. From my remembrance clearly vanished his. So my frenzy, my madness has somehow made me forget everything about him. Look at her attitude towards Malvolio. Malvolio, of course, till now she doesn't know what Malvolio has fully done, or about Malvolio's machinations, about Malvolio's ambition rather, but slightly machinating ambition. But had it been a tragedy, we'd have called it somewhat Machiavellian ambitions. But she knows that Malvolio has been behaving insanely. And look at her concern towards Malvolio. Malvolio is her steward. How doth he see this? She's rather regretful that she has forgotten everything about Malvolio in her own frenzied state. Her frenzy had been so absorbing upon her. So, while Malvolio wanted to climb up the social ladder, hierarchy, as I told you, was a very important aspect in Shakespeare's society. Malvolio tried to climb up the social ladder by marrying Olivia and becoming Count Malvolio. Olivia, however, has that much of aristocracy in her to look upon Malvolio as with affection, with concern, particularly when Malvolio is not mentally well disposed, according to the reports she has received. So this is quite a significant aspect of Olivia's character, and this is a redeeming aspect as well. We laugh at her. In fact, we laugh at her much more than we laugh at the Duke. The Duke is living through a kind of a frenzy. He is hardly a Duke at the beginning. He has no sense of, no concern towards Illyria, and perhaps it's because of this that Viola had to disguise as a male person. There was no, the Duke was completely absorbed once again. His frenzy was also a most extracting frenzy. But we don't laugh so much at the Duke, we laugh more at Olivia, I think because of some kind of patriarchal stereotypes in us as well. But still, Olivia, the Duke is for a large part of the play ignorant of his own folly. Olivia is always conscious, even in the earlier stanzas, earlier parts of the play where she desperately woos Cesario. She is always conscious that of what she's doing. She is always conscious of what appears to be her folly, but she is so desperate. She is so desperate that she is unable to control her. It is indeed a most extracting frenzy. And it is perhaps because of this quality of Olivia that she is redeemed at the end, and we are happy at her marriage with Sebastian. Now this ends our much awaited discussion on Olivia. In the next segment we'll be dealing with Feste, and this will be followed by kind of a reading or analysis of Feste's songs. Thank you, students.